wagering on the issue has shifted quite a bit from the very beginning of the conflict. And I think part of that is him and his team really reading the polls very closely, ours and others, on how Democrats are not as united, certainly, as Republicans are today on sort of what is the right thing to do when it comes to this conflict. That 72% is relatively high. Americans tend to be much more focused on domestic issues, tend to actually be much more focused on local issues where they live, even more than national issues. So that 72%, was an eye-opener for me personally, and many people on our team. As the violence continues to be at the rate that we've seen it, I think that focus will remain.
It is very clear to everyone that Benjamin Netanyahu is not accidentally killing civilians while targeting a terrorist group. He is deliberately targeting civilians, most of them women and children. He said, and other leaders indicated, they were planning to embark upon a chain of mass violence. Despite that, the president has supported and aided and enabled the violence that the Netanyahu government is perpetrating against Palestinians. That has made the American Muslim community incredibly disappointed.
So are people paying attention? Absolutely. Are attitudes shifting among some subgroups of the population here in the United States? Absolutely. But is that going to be a decisive factor come November when people vote for president? I would pause with caution on that conclusion, because I think history has really taught us that Americans can pay attention to a lot of things, but the one thing that really is, I like to say, is not just king, it's king, queen, and bishop, is the national economic situation.